Have you ever found a room in your house that wasn't there before? It started after I moved into my grandmother's old house. She'd passed suddenly, no illness, no warning, just gone. I inherited the place, a creaky Victorian on the edge of town. Locals called it the quiet house, though no one ever explained why. The house felt strange, cold despite working heaters. The air carried a damp, old scent, like forgotten places and things left behind. Still, it was mine, and I had nowhere else to go. One night after a heavy rain, I went down to the basement to check for flooding. That's when I noticed it, a door in the far corner that I swore hadn't been there before. It was old, painted white, with a brass knob dulled by time, and carved into the wood, barely visible, was a name: Sarah. I never knew a Sarah in my family. Curiosity always wins with me. I opened the door. Behind it was a bedroom, fully furnished. A small bed with dusty pink covers, a cracked vanity mirror. Dolls, dozens of them, staring from the shelves. The room felt impossibly deep for the space. I stood frozen, heart thudding. The air was colder here, thicker, like something unseen was breathing with me. I closed the door, locked it, and went upstairs. But that night, I dreamed of a little girl standing in that room, brushing the hair of a faceless doll. She turned to me, eyes pitch black, and whispered, "Don't shut the door again." I woke up gasping, and I heard it, knocking, from below. Strange things multiply. Over the next few days, things escalated. I'd find the door open again, the dolls rearranged. One night, the lights in the basement turned on by themselves. So I asked the neighbor, Mrs. Langley, a woman in her 70s who'd lived next door her whole life. When I mentioned the basement bedroom, her face went pale. "There is no bedroom in that house," she said. "Not anymore." I pressed her, and reluctantly, she told me a story. Back in the 1960s, a girl named Sarah lived in the house. She was my grandmother's niece. No one liked to talk about her. She was different. She would whisper to the walls, feed her dolls real food, and draw strange symbols in her notebooks. One day, Sarah vanished. No trace, no struggle, just gone. Her room was sealed shut by my great-grandfather. "That room brings nothing but sorrow," he had said. I went home shaken. That night, I removed the door again, this time with a hammer and nails. I blocked it, covered it, pretended it wasn't there. But Sarah didn't like that. 3:15 a.m. The next few nights, my dreams returned. The same little girl, the same faceless doll. Only now she was angry. "You're in my room," she said. "Give it back." On the fifth night, I woke up at 3:15 a.m. to the sound of footsteps, inside the walls. Then a soft giggle. The air grew icy, and the lights flickered. My phone buzzed. One new picture in the gallery. It was a photo of me sleeping, and behind me, reflected in the mirror, was Sarah. Unwelcome awakening. I couldn't take it anymore. I grabbed my things, ready to leave. But when I tried to open the front door, it was gone, replaced by smooth wall. Every window showed blackness outside. No street, no neighbor's porch. Just dark. I screamed. Ran upstairs. Tried calling 911. No signal, no power. The house was swallowing me. Then the whisper came, from inside the vents. "Go back to bed." I turned toward the sound and saw something that broke me. The dolls from the basement were now sitting on my bed. All of them, lined up perfectly, staring at the door. Behind them stood Sarah, not a child anymore. Tall, pale, her eyes completely black. She raised a hand and pointed to the floor. I looked down. My feet were standing on carpet, the same faded pink carpet from the basement bedroom. The house had changed around me. The truth beneath, I realized it too late. The house didn't just remember Sarah, it was Sarah. Her rage, her loneliness, her madness, trapped in every board, nail, and wall. The room had never been sealed. It had grown, feeding off silence, fear, and forgotten bloodlines. I was never supposed to find it, but I did, and now I live in that room. I don't sleep, I don't eat. I only whisper to the walls and play with faceless dolls, waiting for the next door to open.